Hello everyone, this is Mary, and in this video we'll guide you step by step on how to create a fully functional food menu order form using JetFormBuilder and JetEngine plugins. You will learn how to build a custom checkbox template, create a dynamic table to show order details, add customer info fields, and set up delivery or pickup options. Finally, we'll integrate Stripe for payments and set up email notifications. Before we start, I want to remind you to check if you are subscribed to our channel and if the bell is on, so you will stay up to date with new updates and tutorials. Let's get started! For this tutorial, we will need to install JetFormBuilder, JetEngine, and also ProStripe payment add-on. In order to create a form, we need to create the menu items. I will do it with the help of custom post type. For this I created number meter field for price, WYSIWYG for ingredients, and also media field for the image. As well as I created a taxonomy to divide the positions in the form into main dishes and desserts. You can add any category that you will be comfortable. For example, divide the positions into chicken and beef. Now I can start to create the form. Add a name and optionally remove the welcome block. For beginning, I will add 3 columns to create a header of the form. Heading block to add the inscription menu. Let's make some style settings for the text. And insert a picture using an image block. Also, I want to add custom divider. For this I will use HTML block. You don't have to do this, as your form visually can be different. To separate new section where we will show main dishes, let's add one more heading block. I will use a checkbox field that would allow user to select several items at once. You can select post source for the field, and then on the front end you will see all the posts from the post type. Since I want to show items from a certain category, I will choose Generate Dynamically Source, Get Value from the Query option. Go to JetEngine Query Builder, add new one. Give a name, choose the post type we want to show. In my case, it's a menu post type. And go to the Tax Query tab. Here we need to choose the taxonomy from which we want to show posts. Field should be to set the term ID. To find the category ID, open the taxonomy, hover over the term name, and at the bottom in the link you will see the ID. Memorize the number and put it in the terms field in the query. Now click on Create Query button and check its ID in the link above. Or you can see it when hover over the desired item in the list. We need this ID for the form field settings. Go back to the form and in the field name add the query ID you just created. Put a vertical dash, then we need to specify the name of the fields in such an order: value, label, and calculated value if needed. In the post value, it's an ID. The name of the field where it stores we can see in the query by clicking on the preview of the results. Copy the name and paste it to the form field. The next one is label of the option. I want to keep it as a post title. All values are added with a vertical dash without spaces. Don't forget to give a unique name to our fields in the form. Also, on the front end, I want to show posts with a grid of additional information such as image, price, description, not just title. For this, we can use Custom Template option. To create a template, open the listing section in JetEngine. Create new template and set it up for menu post type. In the listing itself, I want to show a picture of the dish. For this, I use Dynamic Image widget. The post's title can be shown using dynamic field. The next one is list of ingredients. Since it's a long list, I want to use an unfold widget, so that user can open and close it. To show the meta field from the post in the unfold widget, Switch the content type to template or use dynamic tag option. I want to create a template. You can do it with the help of Elementor templates. In the template, add a dynamic field widget by ingredients meta field and save it. Insert this template into the unfold widget. Next, I want to show the price. To learn about all the features of the dynamic field widget, you can watch our tutorial, which is highlighted in the tooltip above. The last widget to add is a checkmark widget. The custom template is ready. Let's save and add it to our checkbox field. That was all the settings for the first checkbox field. Let's duplicate the HTML with divider, add new heading block for desserts section, and duplicate the checkbox field. For this checkbox, we need to make another query by desserts category. Create a new query, select the menu post type, and in the tags query, write the ID of the category. Save it, and in the form, copy what we wrote in the first checkbox, and change the ID to the ID from the new query, and enable the custom template option where select Created Listing Template. After the block with a selection of dishes, I want to add a block with an ordered table. So once the user selects any item in the checkbox field, it will appear in the table below, and there will be an option to set up quantity for the item. For this purpose, need to add a conditional block and customize it to show if the main dishes field is not empty. Add OR operator and do the same conditions for the field with desserts. In the conditional block, I will add heading for the section name and 4 columns. A column for the title, price, quantity, and subtotal price. Inside this block, need to add one more conditional block for each menu item separately. We need this to show the order table only if specific menu item is selected. So in the block settings, we need to put a value to show if a certain post in the list is selected in the main dishes field. Inside this block, we add 4 columns under each column that we created earlier. In the first column, manually add the name. In the second one, add a calculated field in which write the price, as well as you can put the currency. In the third column, add a number field that would allow the user to select the number of dishes. In the settings to the number field, we need to make a dynamic value, that when the dish is not selected, it's not counted in the subtotal price. To do this, open the dynamic value settings, set the value to 1 if the post with an ID 501 in the list of selected posts in the main dishes field. Save the settings and make another condition with value 0, which will work if the post with the ID 501 is not selected. In the fourth column, we add another calculated field which should count the price multiplied by the quantity. For this, we click on the range and select 2 fields. Between them, we put a multiplication sign. The first column is ready. Let me show you again how to do it. We duplicate the already made column and in the settings for conditional block, change the ID on the next post ID. change the name of the dish, price, as well as update the name of the field that they were unique. In the number field, also don't forget to change the ID of the post in the dynamic settings. And in the calculated field, change the field to the fields from this block. This is what you need to do for each menu item. Don't forget to change the post ID and the field in the dynamic settings and for conditional block. For example, when you get the desserts, you need to change the main dish field to desserts. Once we are done, duplicate the column without the conditional block. Delete two internal columns and in the first one write total. In the second one, insert the calculated field in which we will count the total amount of the order. Insert all total price fields from the list and between them add a plus sign. Now we are done with order table. The next step in the form will be a block with contact information about the user. For this, I will use columns with text fields. This will be the fields for the first and last name. Add styles to the fields and make them required by clicking on the star above the field. I duplicate this column for the phone number and for the email. Since this is a form for food delivery, I will add a field so that the user can choose the option of pick up the order or delivery. For this, I will use Advanced Choice field. Select option Picture with Control. It will create 3 choices. We need only 2 of them, so delete the last choice. Also, I don't need an image here, only icon for the choice, so I can remove the image block. Then delete the default name and set up it as you need. I will add label Yes with the same value. Let's do the same settings for the second option, but already with the value No. Don't forget to give this field a name and set up default value to Yes. After this, let's add block for the delivery address. We need to use conditional block and show it if the pickup field equal to value No. In this case, if the user don't want to pick up the order, he needs to fill in the delivery address. Inside this block, I add 3 columns for the address. This is the field for the city, state, street address, house number, floor, and apartment. This is the whole form. The last step, I want to add a hidden field that would generate a random order number that we will send to the user. So let's add a hidden field by random string option and leave only numbers. Put as many digits as we want. I will add 4 digits. That's all the fields. Now you can add a submit button and give it a name. Now we need to customize the action. Let's start with the payment. For this I will use the Stripe payment add-on. Check if this add-on is installed on your site. To customize the plugin, open the settings of JetFormBuilder Payments Gateway section. Turn on Gateway and open the tab for Stripe. Here, you need to add 2 keys that you can tag in the Stripe account. To see how to properly customize Stripe, open the tutorial on the link that you will find in the description of this video. Copy both keys and save them. Now in the form, you can see the Gateway settings section. Select the Stripe checkout. Since we have inserted the keys in the plugin settings, you can enable global settings to use them. In the Gateway section, select Pay Now scenario and synchronize the keys. Next, we need to specify the currency code. Note that it should be a code, not a symbol. In the price field, I choose the total field, which calculates the price of the entire order. Also, you can customize successful and failed payment messages. That's all the settings for Stripe. Now you can add actions to the form. All orders I want to collect in form records. You can use any other method you want. So the first action will be Save Form Records. Also, I want to notify the user that the payment was successful and show his order number. For this, we add Send Email action, in which we can customize the email to which the letter will be sent. From where the letter will be sent, its subject and other fields as needed. Now, let's get to the content of the email. In it, I want to specify the order number from the hidden field, the total price of the order, as well as leave the contact information of the restaurant that the user can contact if necessary. After adding all the content, don't forget to save action settings. Also, I want to send an email only after successful payment. For this purpose, on the Send Email action, add event Gateway Success. Now you can save the form and test how it works on the front end. Create a new page, add a JetForm widget, select a form from the list, and save it. On the front end, we see our listing template with sorted post by category, as well as unfold widget, which we can expand and collapse to see the ingredients. You can select several items and see them in the order table, as well as see how the price changes if you add more items in the quantity field or remove items from the selected ones. Fill in the contact information, select No in the Pickup field, and set up delivery address. Then submit the form. We are automatically transferred to Stripe checkout with the total price field. Pay for the order and return to the page with the form where we can see the message about successful payment. Now we can open JetFormBuilder, Form Records, and see that action has been created successfully. as well as email with details about the order was sent. Additionally, you can show all orders on admin account or for user using listing grid or dynamic table. To learn how to make listing on form records, look tutorial that you will see in the tips above. Well, that's all. Thanks for watching this video to the end. Give us a like, share your ideas in the comments, and see you soon. Cheers!